welcome, folks, to our Cheaty Opinion Sports Edition NFL Draft Futures Profiles editions, where we briefly go over our fan perspective on the top picks that will be going most likely in the first and second round in each position. We have already covered quarterbacks, running backs, and now I'm doing wide receivers. I am on my last one, and previously covered Makai Lemon, Jordan Tyson, and Canal Tate. And this will be the last one. It's only four for this position. And here we go. Denzel, Boston from Washington. 6'4". He's a taller one in the group. 209, I think I got him at, and runs about around a 4.5 40. And this past year, he had 62 receptions at 881 yards, 14.2 yards per reception, and 11 touchdowns. And 24, he was pretty much consistent with the 63 receptions, 834 yards, 13.2 yards per reception, and 9 touchdowns. So he's been a consistent guy, which is what we look for in, I suppose, not just 1 year wonders, which we get a lot in the NFL, especially at these key positions. You like experience, and he's got it. He's got great acceleration to get to his position. His route running is actually really good. If you watch that right there, just taking that there and cutting it in, seems simple, but maybe not. He's key here is he's only got 4 drops, I think, in his whole college career, which is insane. Because, well, I mean, seriously, that's great hands is what I gotta say. And this was key. And I think because maybe he's on the taller side or whatever, he can actually block well. And I'm big on receivers blocking. Don't know why. Not huge. I don't think it's not a make or break for me. But I think blocking receivers like Hines Ward, I'll always go back to. The ability to block makes it just it keeps him on the field, and just knowing that you can cut further down the edge on the corners, for making it open for the swing passes and the running backs and those type of plays is very, I think, very, very team friendly and and importance to have, for especially for wide receivers. A lot of wide receivers like to stand and kind of give up. His yards after the catch are not fantastic. His ability to, even though he's got great acceleration, his ability to accelerate after the catch is not great, which seems a little odd. And I think maybe he can train himself into it. He can be caught up with by safeties and cornerbacks, and you'll see that in some of his actually highlights as well. Um, he can be jammed, so he doesn't have a lot of like leg strength in that manner, which is again strange considering he can block. But maybe that's just good feet. Um, so I mean, that's his negatives seem to be more strength related, but whatever. He's 6'4", bro. I mean, if he can get there and get open, and I mean, and learn to win the jump ball, I don't know what else more you want to look for. Again, his acceleration, is good. He got in this highlight here, him actually accelerating really well after the punt return, for the punt return. Excuse me. Like I said, I don't know what happens to him after he catches the ball. I don't know if he's thinking too much or what, but that's again that can be taught out of him. Um, yeah, I mean, I think on an overall basis, I don't see much wrong with him either. I could see people putting him in the top tier at because of his size, his great hands, and his as well, like I said, as well as his ability to block. So um, these guys can be shuffled around quite a bit. Again, it has to do a lot with who you're playing as well. I think comes into play a lot with these situations. But again, I don't think he's a bad pick. I think he's someone worth looking at, especially considering he's got 2 solid, consistent seasons under his belt as well. So, excuse me. So that's it. That's all I got for wide receivers. Like I said, we covered Kyle Tate, Jordan Tyson, Makai Lemon, and Denzel Boston. Oh, I almost said Ward. Um, but if you hopefully pay attention to the series and you want to check it out, we will be covering them from week to week, position by position, our top picks, whether it can be top 2 like we did with quarterbacks, top 4, top 3, whoever, whatever. Just the ones we're going to be familiar with, the names you're going to hear, and ones you might not be familiar with at all, and you just want to get a little bit of an overview. So hopefully Kevin will be back soon and off the IR. But until next time, folks, thank you for watching. Until next time, see you later.